Lee, you must have really enjoyed yourself on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night, yeah, had a good little battle with a couple of their players in the team. Obviously, the most important thing now, we got a win, but also the team played well.
Just talking on that battle, you really made yourself a handful for the Wigan defence, and they found it really difficult to deal with you. Is that something that you pride your game on?
I don't know. I just feel like it depends what type of game it is, or like what kind of opposition we're playing against, and sometimes I might, like, for example, me battling against defenders, that might be what the team needs. Do you know what I mean? Like, just cause a bit of chaos up front for them to start building up their patterns of play and whatnot. So I just try to be a handful as much as I can, try to be a nuisance. If I'm not scoring, then, like I said, just try to be a little problem up front.
You say you're not scoring. Obviously, you're off the mark on Tuesday night for the season. How much confidence does a first goal of the season give to a striker?
I feel like it's one of the ones where it's like, as a striker, you want to start the season scoring the first game, and it's like, so when you do get the first one, it's like, okay, cool, now I need to get another one. So it does start like the ball rolling kind of thing, and now you just want it to keep going. Like, you just start getting that feeling of like near enough being addicted to like the feeling of scoring. So then hopefully I can just keep adding on to it.
Given our recent levels of performance, I think it's fair to say goals and wins were just around the corner. Was that the general vibe in the dressing room?
Yeah, I feel like that's what we've been missing, and it's been evident in that, because like there's been games, especially like the last game against Newport at home. I felt like we had a lot of chances, but then we lose the game 1-0. So it's like we're having a lot of chances but not scoring them. So like that's like not the final piece of the puzzle, but then it's like the most important thing. We're getting all these chances but not converting any of them. So if we start converting these chances, then we'll just start blowing teams away with all the chances that we're getting.
Crewe Alexandra, our opponents on Saturday, they've had a difficult start to the league campaign, but we can't afford to underestimate them.
Yeah, I feel like obviously you can't underestimate anyone, that kind of thing. Like, it's just, we have that general respect for every team, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter where it is or who we're playing against, we're going to come and we're going to go get the win, try to get the win, we're going to try our best, work hard. You know all the usual stuff you can try and do. Like, so like, we respect every team, but at the same time, it's like we're coming to get the points.
They won in their last league outing, a late winner against Bromley. We obviously won on Tuesday night, like we've touched on, so both teams will be looking to carry some momentum into the game. Yeah,
exactly, and that's obviously because it's the start of the season as well. All these teams are trying to get momentum quickly, try to build up all their points together, and obviously we ain't got no points right now in the league. So for us, it's like, even though we won on Tuesday, so it was a cup game, so now we've got to not put that to the side, but kind of just like park it off a sec and then use whatever we've done, the formula, and then put it into the league like performances and start building up in the league.
Given they narrowly missed out on promotion last season, that'll give them extra incentives on the pitch to get things right sooner rather than later, won't it?
Yeah, but like, you know, in football, like, everything's different. Like, they could be pushing for promotion last season or finishing just outside it or whatever. And this season, you never know. So it's like I said, just even though they were right outside the playoffs last season, it don't put any fear into us or nothing like that. We're still gonna, because we believe in ourselves. So we feel like as long as we keep working hard and keep doing our things and then tighten up on a few little bits and start converting our chances, we'll be all right.
How have you settled into life at Morecambe?
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed everything since I've come in. Like, everyone's been cool. Like, the area is nice and peaceful. It's quiet. So it was a nice environment, nice transition for me coming from the team I came from before. So I've really enjoyed it.
With so many players coming in at once, it could have been difficult, but you know, the morale and camaraderie within the group it's already shining through.
Yeah, so like, even when I first came, I never knew there was so many signings before me, because it felt like everyone all knew each other already. And I feel like that's kind of like the environment that's been created. Like, everyone's comfortable with each other. Everyone like feels like, it's not homely, but it's like welcoming. Do you know what I mean? So it's a good environment.
How important is that when it comes to, you know, battling on the field, knowing that everyone's got each other's backs? There's such a feeling of togetherness within the group.
Yeah, that's one of the most important things, especially like in a successful team. It's like, everyone's to be a team. You don't want like little cliques here and there and whatnot, and everyone starts singling at each other. Like, and I don't feel like that is in this camp. So obviously from the start, coming in and seeing that straight from the start, it makes it a lot easier even for like players to perform as well. They don't feel like they're against someone or like there's competition, and like, do you know what I mean? So it's like all together and it's a good start.
And I imagine the dressing room was buzzing on Tuesday night after the win. You'll all be relishing to take that onto the field on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good win on Tuesday. Like a lot of changes in the team. And I just feel like it's one of them messages where it's like, because there was a lot of changes from the league game on Saturday. It's like we've got a big squad now. Like anyone can play and anyone can compete. And I feel like it brings that healthy competition in the team.
And that's so invaluable, isn't it, to the success of the team, knowing that there is so much healthy competition going on, but that raises levels, I guess.
Yeah, it raises levels, and obviously it keeps everyone on their toes, and it kind of makes everyone else better as well, and keeps you like focused and keeps you kind of on job.